everyone, I'm Savannah Alalia and welcome to the latest episode of High Functioning Human Podcast, where you connect to yourself as a high functioning human. In today's episode, which is called Beyond the Surface, we're really going to be building on our discussion from the last episode, Emotional Infiltration. So if you missed that one, then I encourage you to go back and listen to it because it will give you the context and the foundation for what we're going to be talking about today. Let's explore how being overly attuned to the world around you might lead you to overlook your own inner emotional landscape, essentially feeling everything that's outside and missing what's inside. So I personally have to really watch myself when it comes to speaking to other people about what's going on for them, both physically and emotionally. In fact, it's one of the reasons I hardly ever work one-to-one anymore. I love helping people, literally one of my passions. And I know that what I do, especially when I touch people hands-on, can be really transformative. But as I've been working on my own body and unraveling years of stuck fascia and chronic pain, that's been increasingly clear that keeping a distance from other people's stories, especially when their boundaries are messy, is an essential part of keeping myself healthy and functioning to the best of my ability. Have you ever found yourself so caught up in responding to the emotions of others that you overlook your own feelings? It's so easy to slip into that role when you're feeling so much for others that your own emotions get pushed aside. Being overly responsive to the world around you is a topic I've spoken about in my previous podcast, Emotional Infiltration, and it might make you highly empathic or sensitive, which can be incredibly valuable. But there's a twist. Sometimes that external focus can actually be a way of dodging dealing with your own deeper emotions. Fixating or delving too deeply into others might have you noticing signs of disconnect from your own inner voice, such as a discomfort from being alone, where your own thoughts feel overwhelmingly loud. Perhaps you find yourself consistently absorbed in others' issues, always problem solving or lending a shoulder to cry on. Maybe you like to think of yourself as a helper, and while those traits are incredibly commendable, they can become problematic if they prevent you from attending to your own emotional needs. This overlooking can lead you down a slippery slope, and I've spoken about this before with what happens when pain is in your body and it gets so bad that it goes numb. And you may even have heard of me say that numb is the enemy. But what we're discussing here can at times be even more deceptive than being numb. You're still feeling intensely all of the time, so you're connected to emotions, but what you're feeling is other people's, SHIT, instead of your own. And for a time that can be okay until it no longer is, and sometimes or eventually your own emotions will catch up and bite you in the butt when you least expect them. Was there a moment when you realised that you needed to start paying more attention to what was happening inside of you? I'd love you to share your experiences in the comments below or send me a message. Hearing your stories can help us all feel more connected and less alone on our journeys. If you started applying the tips from last week's episode, you might already have noticed a shift in how you respond to external situations and how these external factors influence your emotions. Just remember to stay tuned into your own emotions and respond to your needs as part of the process. It's perfectly okay to start small. For me, regularly journaling has been transformative, giving shape to my inner voice through the day and also serving as a release valve for any emotions that might be coming up, even if it's just a free flow of words rather than like a structured thought process. The act of journaling can be so incredibly cathartic. Additionally, incorporating regular fascial release can be transformative, particularly as suppressed emotions can become physically manifest in your body. So having everything opened and moving will help you both in your physical body, but also in your emotional health. And for beginners, starting with facial fascial work can be particularly effective. You may enjoy one of my face symmetry programs. They're designed to help you find balance both internally and externally. Remember, intuition comes from within, but you must be open to listening to it. Take time to learn to trust your instincts and follow that intuition, because the world really does need your voice and the magic that it brings to us all. Jump on my mailing list to stay reminded and connected with your intuition, plus some special things that I will only share in email. I look forward to chatting with you next time on High Functioning Human Podcast. Take care and talk soon. I feel like I have fluff in my face. I do have fluff in my face. Oh.
Can you see the back of your head? Because it's a bit...
No, not.
Okay.
It's a bit chaos.
Is it?
It's a bit fluffy. And actually on the top, look.
We've got like
Yeah,
fluff
wait.
everywhere. Sort me, Rhiannon, sort me. I encourage you to go back and listen to it to give you context. What even is a context? Dear me.